This is the story of a national program that provides funding to First Nations to help at-risk youth. It's about us, 8 communities that took part, and the projects and activities we designed. In Bushy River, Alberta.
Oh, he was just a baby.
In Pikangikum, Ontario.
Hello, welcome to Fort St. James.
In Fort St. James, British Columbia. In God's Lake Narrows, Manitoba. In Cape Mudge, British Columbia. In Sheshawanik, Ontario. In Lytton, British Columbia. And in Ochapowace, Saskatchewan.
You might block the first one, block it, and then the second one. The third one you might slip, bam, 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 make me pay right away, okay? Come on. Beautiful. Again.
You don't want to dwell on that.
It's the story of a program called First Nations Youth at Risk.
Okay? Let's not pretend that it's all nice drum making work.
First Nations Youth at Risk started in 1998, 1999, when we tried to convince the federal government to give money to support communities to deal with youth who were smoking. Unfortunately, we were unable to get support from the federal government, but we convinced 2 private sector companies, tobacco companies in this case, to give us money to help 3 communities deal with anti-smoking. In 2003, we've expanded the focus from anti-smoking to youth at risk, and Imperial Tobacco Canada has provided us with the support to provide grants to 8 First Nations communities to deal with their youth at risk. We're giving several First Nations communities $50,000 each in 2003 to develop a series of projects and activities that will focus on the young people in their community to maybe help them heal or just simply to give them an opportunity to see that there are other things in the community that they can do that are healthier and better for them than their previous behavior. We've given the youth video cameras so that they can document their activities and projects, and we gave them some training to help them do that.
And that's what we're doing here. We want to just come down a little bit. We're a little high. Try to come down to his level a little bit, okay?
Most things that I've learned is that the camera shots really count, like close-ups and far away.
It's been tough because I've never used a tripod before. I didn't even know that it extended longer than the first level until the kids had showed me.
That is a wrap.
We gave the youth video cameras because we wanted to give them an opportunity to tell their own stories and to enable the viewers of the video to see what First Nations communities and their young people can do when they're given the opportunity.
See the picture, gang? This is what we're going to be practicing today. As you all know, we've got a canoe log coming in October, a great big old grow cedar, and we're going to build a canoe from it.
The goal of our project is to carve a 45-foot-long canoe that involves youth in every stage of the project.
In the village here, the kids are very challenged with ways to entertain and find healthy activities to do. We feel a really need to show our community or to provide opportunities for our community to do something. So the canoe became a dream. Finyar has made that dream a reality. Too many times people think, okay, let's bring in outsiders, and the best way we can talk to our kids about alcohol and drugs is bringing in an RCMP officer or someone and saying, don't do this, it's bad, it's harmful. Well, that's all fine, it's all dandy, but realistically, what other solutions are we offering to them? The canoe offers a chance for self-esteem. It's showing role modeling by the very men and elders and women that are involved in the carving, the feeding, the blessing, every stage of it. So the kids are learning that they have a community and they're part of a community, and I think that builds self-esteem more than anything else.
We got to sing like rock stars. We held dance marathons.
Nine straight hours.
The best part of the Youth at Risk project is that there is significant decrease in crime activity. As a result of the Youth at Risk project, the local RCMP have informed me that there is a decline in criminal activity in our community.
Our big goal was to develop a boxing and fitness program for our kids.
One of the things we concentrated on is fitness for our youth in the community. It was a fitness program that also channeled out to boxing, to enhance a boxing career for privileges for our youth in this community, and we're successful in that. Again, give credit to the Youth at Risk program for that.
That's a good range.
What's your experience as a boxer?
Lots of hard work.
Get a lid on you. Get a lid on you. Come on, Dana. Toughen up. Let's go. Let's go. Told me you had it this weekend. You cannot do this in Winnipeg. Start fighting.
How long have you been boxing?
For probably about 8 months now.
And how are you feeling?
You get better and better each day.
What does it do for your self-esteem?
Makes you feel better than you were before you started. Brings you up. You feel more energetic, healthier, tougher.
Hey Jerry, how you doing?
Mentally.
What kind of message do you have for the youth out there?
Get into something you really like before you do something you really regret.
So the back of the theater is known as upstage. So let's say that table is the audience. This is upstage, and this is downstage.
We set up our own theater group called the Shadow Walkers.
God gave us each a song. That's how we know who we are. Our songs tell us who we are.
And we put on our first play.
That's quite the improvement from the first time I went to see them.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were actually acting there instead of just... Would also like to... It was good though.
We celebrated the winter solstice.
What's the solstice party?
The day of the year when the sun is the furthest away from this earth, and it's the longest day of the year.
And so what are you guys doing about it?
We're going to celebrate it by playing broomball, lacrosse, having a sacred feast and sacred fire.
Whoa, look at that! Wow!
Where we did our rediscovery camps is about 35 kilometers hiking to the base camp. We did groups of 10, we hiked them up, which took us about 3 days each way. For our elders and cultural advisors, we flew them up in a helicopter and they met us up there.
Maybe go over that way and help with the bags, you guys?
Something I noticed when we were first starting up, our first group of youth that were waiting at the door with their excitement in anticipation to go out on their first hike, and the look of excitement when they came back from the trips, it was just unreal.
Seeing how the kids were at the beginning of the trip, all shy and quiet, even with the other kids and with us, the counselors, to the end of the trip when they're all laughing and they're not shy in front of each other and playing the games and laughing, and that has to be my favorite part, is when you see their true personality show through.
We opened a center just for kids. We helped clean up our community.
6 years ago, I found some. Changed my life. My dancing helps me escape reality. With funding from First Nations Youth at Risk, we've taken our dancing to new places. Some of us went to Calgary.
We'd be in Calgary now.
So much nicer than Edmonton.
To dance in a national competition. We got to perform in Edmonton.
It's going pretty good right now. I'm at my level. I'm like up there right now, but soon enough I'll be way up there, like with the big boys, man, in the States.
That's my dream.
This, of course, is the Hudson's Bay Fur Trading Company.
We traveled to our provincial capital. And we got to see whales.
Listen to that, eh?
Wow.
Okay, here comes the tail. Watch, here comes the tail. Look at that. Oh, right.
Oh.
And stay in a hotel.
The kids have been totally awesome. We have had no problems with them. I haven't once heard the word weed.
So why is the youth center important to you? You're here almost every day that we're open. Why do you think it's so important?
Because there's nothing else to do, yes.
What would you be doing if you didn't come to the youth center? If the youth center wasn't here, what would you be doing instead?
Be an alcoholic.
Hi, I'm Thomas Prince, and we're on our way back to Fort St. James from Germantown.
It's pretty fun right now.
We went winter camping.
Ah, it's the abominable snowman! Ah! Ah! Look at that hairy guy! Ah! Wipeout!
Had a good breakfast this morning.
My hash browns didn't quite make it.
What time did you go to sleep last night?
About 4:30 this morning.
Serious?
Well, I'm from Nakasley News. Back to you tomorrow.
There are no quick fixes, but a little help can go a long way.
First Nations Youth at Risk is a charitable, not-for-profit organization managed and directed by First Nations for the benefit of First Nations youth. Without the generous support of Imperial Tobacco Canada, our work with First Nations youth would not be possible. First Nations Youth at Risk is about to begin another year of working with communities, working with their youth. We believe that our approach, which is community-based programming where adults and youth work together, is successful. The support from private sector is crucial. First Nations communities cannot do this on their own. We need more private sector support. We need public sector support too. What will your contribution do? It will enable us to continue the program and to expand it from 8 communities to 30 or more. The cost to do that is $1.5 to $2 million. We need your help. Youth at Risk need your help.
First Nations Youth at Risk. One small program helping communities heal their youth.
But remember we talked about imagination yesterday? That thing right there isn't imagining. It's showing.
And we got to see whales. Boy, that sounds geeky when I say the whales.
Youth at Risk project helped us learn a lot about ourselves.
Let's see some action. It's a pretty boring video. It's going to be taping you for 2 hours.
What do you like least about the center?
The bathroom.
The bathroom? Why would you like the bathroom?
It's broken.
So where does your mom go to the bathroom?
I don't go bathroom.
You don't go to the bathroom?
No.
Give me the cue again. You let us see you smile. Try saying this time in a falsetto, everyone except for Angela.
We gave the youth video cameras a short workshop to help them with some training.
Barrett, we're doing a tour.
We're action. Come on.
Well then, we have to go now.
And cut. Oh shit. Wrong button.